Hello everybody, it is I, Granorite. I apologize if my voice sounds a little odd. I'm not feeling well today. It is what it is. We are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. Here with our Dragon team. Things that happened while leveling up to 21. We learned Dragon Claw and Rayquaza. Ridiculous. Nothing new on Bagon. We learned Headbutt during the stream. Nothing new on Trapinch, and we learned Dragon Breath on Latios. Amazing. And I don't say that facetiously. I mean, it's great. We're gonna go beat up on Misty to start off this episode. So in we go to do that. Yeah, everything seems good with volume. Sorry, it's a updated emulator. So it's just got to make sure all the volumes and everything are tweaked properly and whatnot. But here we go. Here we go. Let's go for a Dragon Claw. Good stuff. Again. We'll take a Water Pulse. Alright. She uses a Super Potion. We're just gonna Claw again. Again. No recover. No confusion. Easy peasy. Alright, just a sec. We get Water Pulse, which I think Latios could learn. And Rayquaza can. But we'll teach it to Latios, so he gets a second move besides Dragon Pulse. Or Dragon Breath. Teach him to place Side Wave. Screw that move. It's not a Psychic team, so we don't need to keep a Psychic attack. Alright, next trainer starts with a Machop. See a Trapinch to take it out. It's our first ground move for Trapinch here too. We definitely want Dig for it. Alright, Secret Power. And we have a Drowsy, and we want that to go to Latios. Alright, let's teach Dig to Trapinch. We will get rid of We want to catch a Meowth on this path. Let's just Secret Power. Very nice. Rayquaza likes HP, so we'll send it out. Throw some rocks at that caterpillar. Get it! We'll let Rayquaza also take out this Weedle. Alright, Squirtle next. Let's go to Bagon. Headbutt. Good flinch. Good flinch. Alright, we got 2 speed pokes next, so we'll swap Trapinch up. Trapinch up for the Pikachu as well. We're using Dig. Very nice. Stupid static. Swap Latios up for the Butterfree. Very nice. Alright, we'll just keep Latios up since Trapinch is paralyzed from the static, because of course it is. Pretty easy here to get 4 speed EVs on Latios. And then we'll let Rayquaza take on this Eradicate. Alright, do you have Rage still? No, you have Bite. See if I can catch myself a Meowth. There we go. That puts us up to 21, so we still need 9 more. We get 2 through trades, so we need to catch 7 more still. Let's buy a few more balls. We do have some TMs to sell. A star piece here and a nugget. Let's go on to yes, a sand. But solid. Let's swap Trapinch up here with this second attack drop. Very nice. There's always a chance we're gonna get poisoned here from Poison Point. If we do, it is what it is. We can heal on the ship. Bagon seems to be fine. Remember, 24 is our target for Infinite Surge. And there's the poison. Heal in this room. We teach a Brick Break to somebody. Salamence. Did they all learn Brick Break already? Or do we need to wait till it's bigger? Oh, man. Rooms. Start with you. It's the sailor. back. Alright, let's go heal Bagon. Took a little damage there. Oh my gosh, go down the steps. Not quite enough to take out a tentacle, so we may want to start these fights out with a safeguard just so we don't get confused or poisoned. Clench. Nope. Still needs a little speed because she's actually a multiple of 4 on those speed EVs. So I'll let it take out the next Star U as well. Excellent. Need Horsies for Latios to line up and knock down. I guess I shouldn't have let it take on those speed EVs earlier. You have the shelter. Oh, got us. Shouldn't have got cocky around that shelter. Thought we had enough health. Excellent. I did pick up the item with this guy, didn't I? Or was it this one? Yeah. Let's get a bunch of berries. I was hoping for the flinch. Didn't happen. Let's let Rayquaza take this down. A few more fights before we take on our rival. Good flinch. Good Trapinch in here. Good paralysis. Right, you have speed. Let's just use Secret Power so we don't get staticked. Ooh, Stardust. More money. I think that's probably the right move. Let's go heal. Taking some damage on Trapinch, and Bagon is paralyzed, which is just annoying. This room, wasn't it? No, this room. Good flinch. Oh, goodbye. Oh, no. It's more just annoying because we don't want to attack on Latios. That's just a wasted EV. Alright. It is rival fight time. Rock Tomb. You can do it. I believe in you. But when we hit one Rock Tomb, it just drops. Come on. There it goes. More Turtles coming out next. Little Latios here. Swap for Raticate. relocate. We'll go over to Bagon. Doesn't get the crit, but does get the flinch. Good job, Bagon. Good job, bro. Even though Latios is up, we're gonna have it take on Dabra. Let's teach Cut. Let's get out of here. And get into the gym. We'll see what level we're at once we take on all the little trainers there. Should be an easy gym for us, especially with Trapinch. Alright, we're gonna let Latios take on this Magnemite because of the special attack EV it gives. Take on this last Pikachu. And then we'll go get up Bagon and Rayquaza to level 24. Keep Rayquaza up front first. See about getting it up. Gets poison pointed, but it is what it is. Bagon still has a bit. The flinch. And Rayquaza can take some poison ticks, that'll be fine. Ideally, we go take on this guy up here that's got the Vulpix and the Growlithe. Excellent. Alright. There's our Drowsy we need to catch. Just want to do one more Brick Break to it. Alright. That's the one Pokemon we need to catch from here. And now it is time to fight Lieutenant Surge. Let's start off with Trapinch up front. Buds. Alright, Surge, let's go. See what you got. One down. Two to go. We're going to swap to Rayquaza for this Pikachu. And then we're going to go back to Trapinch. Still hits the dig. Beautiful. I don't even care about that static. We're gonna teach Shockwave. Place of Attract. little bit of housekeeping to do first. Need to go get Farfetch'd. Ran right past the house I was in. Alright, we'll go deposit Farfetch'd. Then we're gonna withdraw Abra. Alright, just in case we run into any Diglets that don't want to let us run away from the fight. So I guess the first one, we want to try to catch it. Oh, that's a duck trio. It's got a Arena Trap, of course it does. Alright, well, I was just expecting Diglets. But we'll take a Dugtrio. Just one more added to our Pokedex. Alright, now let's try to get through. Alright, now I'm gonna swap you up just in case we come across any more that won't let us run away. I didn't buy a Repel, which probably should have. That gets us Flash. Now we're gonna head back. We'll drop back off Mr. Mime. Those are the only two trades that we do. And then we'll take on the rest of the trainers east of Vermilion. Get stuck in a rock. that puts us to 26, so we still need 4 more Pokemon to catch. I got a good amount of the Pokemon on this route already. I got Shockwave now, I can use that. We just have a few more. Ow. Gotta get our own paralysis, I guess. Give me sonic booms. Excellent. Let's not learn Protect. Like Safeguard. So as for the 4 more Pokemon we need to catch, we can get a Voltorb outside of Rock Tunnel, a Machopin, and the Onix potentially inside of it. There's Ghastly, and then I think there's also, Growlithe right near, Celadon. Engineer up here. Safeguarded. Would have blocked that confusion. Alright. 2 more trainers on this route. I think we're good with Dig. Yeah. Latios. Alright. Let's head back to Cerulean. I did pick up the Versus secret, didn't I? Yeah. Alright. Bite. Just keep Bagon up right now. Oh, you start with the Oddish. I thought you started with a Bellsprout. Well. Oops. I guess getting a little special attack on Bagon's not going to hurt it, because we will have a dragon attack. Ember. Really? Yes, it is a dragon. Rayquaza up and everybody else at 25. Can we teach an aerial ace to anybody? That's a good question. What did you do with the Rayquaza? Seems like a good Pokemon to teach it to. Very nice. Never understood why this guy says what he says. Look who's rocking with him. Good looking Pokemon. Alright, it made it to 25 with everybody else. Alright, let's get your defense up to a multiple 4. We need to do the same for Latios as well. Poison. Alright, we've got a little bit of special defense from the Beedrills, of all things. Aw, don't be like that. One more special defense on Rayquaza to get it to we need 2 more defense on Latios. Stab dig. Good stuff. could brick break it. The critical hit bite works though. Excellent. Called it. So good. Alright, let's see about catching ourselves a Voltorb. Spearows are a real pain in the butt for not letting us run away. You weren't supposed to critical hit at Trapinch. This due to the double team. Alright, well, we're going to end this episode here, but we will be going on to another episode. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.